If it's not proof of work, then it's not a blockchain. After the invention of Bitcoin, people with no understanding started to falsely question the inefficiency and waste of energy of the proof of work consensus mechanism. Then they invented replacement systems such as proof of stake, which uses deposits of money inside the network to produce blocks instead of energy, and proof of authority, which uses the reputation of the validators as the only guarantee that they will respect the system's protocol. These replacement systems are not blockchains, they are imposters. What is a blockchain? A blockchain is a chain of blocks of data that are sealed and linked by proof of work stamps or hashes. It is the database of the system that is replicated in all nodes of the network for maximum redundancy, thus security. The blockchain is not the network itself, nor the aggregate of machines and miners of the system. However, many in the industry call these systems blockchains for simplicity. In computer science, a group of data or selection of records from a set of data is called a batch. When a batch of Ethereum Classic ETC transactions, a proof of work blockchain, is grouped and then sealed with a proof of work stamp or hash, then it is called a block. If it is not sealed, then it remains just an unprotected batch of data. Only proof of work cryptographically sealed batches of data in a competitive miner environment such as ETC or Bitcoin are very difficult to tamper with blocks. Batches of data created with no work by people or entities who made cash deposits in a network or are just trusted because they have good reputation are not blocks. They're just what they are, unprotected and easy to tamper with batches of data. Imitating the format of blocks does not make a system a blockchain proper. Only proof of work chains of blocks are blockchains. The whole point of a true blockchain is to do a lot of work to create stamps or hashes to seal the blocks. The stamps are extremely costly to produce, therefore very difficult to violate. These stamps are the only way to guarantee that all the participating computers in the system will follow exactly the same state of the chain at the same time, without even consulting with one another or receiving orders from higher authorities who control the system. This is what makes a real blockchain truly decentralized. All alternatives are inexorably centralized, just like corporate cloud services. The term block denotes hardness and power, very much like true bricks, blocks of concrete or stones, similar to how ancient city walls were protective barriers against invaders. A wall made of cardboard is no protection, is easy to build by imposters and easy to discard by those who seek truly protective walls made of truly hard materials. A chain of blocks made of very costly proof of work stamps is very easy to identify and select versus a chain with no work at all. It is like comparing blocks of cardboard versus blocks of gold. All nodes in the system can easily identify the real chain by assaying the material. They don't need any more information. This is the true invention of Satoshi Nakamoto. To say that proof of stake or proof of authority systems and all the variations in between are blockchains is like saying that a door is locked but it doesn't have a lock, or that a letter from a king is sealed but it doesn't have a wax seal with his imprint, or that a network is decentralized but is really centralized. It is a lie that many can't see because they are misguided by those systems promoters who use difficult technical terms, convoluted designs, and long unreadable pseudoscientific papers to trick the masses to accept their ideas with no questioning for fear of missing out. ETC's proof of work consensus mechanism is not inefficient nor wastes energy. The fallacy that proof of work is inefficient is debunked with two arguments. One, the high cost of producing the cryptographic stamp is precisely the whole point of the method. Without that work done, then there would be no information available for all participants globally to discern which is the correct block or chain in the network in a decentralized way. 2. What produces inefficiency is not proof of work. Proof of work, proof of stake, and proof of authority are equally inefficient in terms of scalability, the ability to process larger numbers of transactions per unit of time, because it is the rule of full replication of the data that obligates the protocols to create smaller blocks or batches of data in no less than 12 seconds per block or batch that fit less transactions per block or batch due to physical propagation constraints on a global scale. Proof of this is that when Ethereum migrated from proof of work to proof of stake in September 15, 2022, it did not increase scalability at all. It is today the same unscalable system with the same high fees as before. Proof of work was never the source of inefficiency. The fallacy that proof of work wastes energy is debunked by 4 arguments. 1. Proof of work enables consensus between all computers in a global permissionless peer-to-peer network with the highest security guarantee known to man. 2. Provides a focal point for entry, exit, and re-entry of any participant in the world in their complete isolation without any license, special interest dispensation, or authority approval. 3. Protects the whole history of transactions of the ledger by forming a practically inviolable chain of stamps that, collectively, are extremely costly and would take a very long time to recreate. 4. Creates hard money because the cost of creating blocks is equal to the cost of creating the cryptocurrency, just like gold in the physical world. All these benefits combined have unprecedented value for human action across the world, which is hardly a waste. And only networks that use the consensus mechanism that provides such benefits are blockchains. Thank you for watching this Ethereum Classic video. To learn more about ETC, please go to ethereumclassic.org. Thank you very much.